So, welcome back to my channel. This is Nia J, and it's been 8 months since I've been on my channel. This, as you can see by the title below, is an update on my daughter's retinoblastoma situation. So I guess let's get into it. Let's get started. I don't even know where to start. I guess where I left off was that she was on the last round of systemic chemo, which is the one that they give through the port. And then after that, the procedures that led on after that were laser. So every 4 weeks, we would go through the process of the doctors putting her to sleep and then checking her eye. If needed be, then they would laser areas that were active or seeds that they could see that were active. They continue to do that every week, every month. They continue to do that over and over again. And finally, I did the move from Toronto to New York in, when did I go? Well, yeah, I went in, not move, but mainly for her treatment and stuff. We picked up to get it situated, and plus I was gonna have my baby in New York. So I went in around, I believe, June, which was just right at getting into the 9th month. I came, I lived in a bedroom with just Nayali and my baby in my belly, and it was rough because she wasn't going to daycare, so I had her 24/7, and at-home moms know what that's like. I love my child, but Lord knows you need a break sometimes, and I didn't get it while I was pregnant. So taking her to every appointment. When I got to New York, it was appointments after appointments after appointments after appointments. And long story short, we decided to go with another type of chemo, which is intra-arterial chemo, and that means that they take a catheter like the size of angel hair pasta, maybe even thinner, and they take it from the groin area, bring it all the way up, and then right behind the eye, and not entering the eye, but just the vein that is going to continue into the eye of blood supply. They shoot in chemo through there. Not the same medicines as they used in systemic chemo, but others. And so on Nayali, they decided to use 2 types of chemo for her eye. We've now done that 4 times. 4 times or 3 times? Oh God, I don't know. 3 times. That we did 3 times. So it is rough because there's risks of the anesthesia, there's risks of them poking through that vein, that main artery that they're going through, issues when it's going into the eye. Whether doctors like to believe that, yes, this has never happened in so many amount of patients or whatever the case may be. I mean, those type of things to say to a mother that has a child with cancer that only 3% of the world get, honey, nobody's going to believe you now when you say it won't happen or it never happens or it's not likely. Yeah, that means bullshit to us parents and us retinoblastoma parents, and I think whoever's child has retinoblastoma can, I think, feel the same way. Then now statistics mean BS. At least that's how I feel. I feel like, you know what, if it's 3%, then what's a 1%? It can happen. So you as a parent, especially at the stage that I'm at in this situation, you need to prepare yourself mentally and quickly, because Lord knows it's not easy. I mean, the surgery takes about 3 hours, and then it's 5 hours of recovery. Let me tell you that my child does not do recovery well. She bawls and screams hysterically for about the 4 of the 5 hours. I think there was one day where she was just knocked out. It just didn't even matter. She just was sleeping the whole time, got up by the time we needed to leave, and just continued to sleep for the rest of the day, evening to nighttime, and got up the next day and was fine. I mean, they're a little bit on the weaker side, obviously. It was hard because I was in the room, so, she was just not in the best sleeping circumstances as she was when, we have our own place and stuff like that. Right now, she did the 3, and as far as they say, in the last round, once 4 weeks passed after that, that's the worst part of this entire situation, that they do all these procedures, and then you have to wait 4 weeks for the results. 4 weeks to not know if your kid has a little less cancer or a little less, just something, I wish, you could know a little bit sooner, but that's just the steps you got to take, is waiting. It's a waiting game. And so anyways, the last results that we got was whatever's left, which is a small amount. Oh, by the way, the systemic chemo that she did, say if the tumor was started like this, it went down to this. So that systemic chemo did a lot of work on her, which she's extremely, extremely lucky, because I'm in some groups and some stuff and talking to other mothers that their babies just, some of them, I read one story where a kid is immune to chemo, so nothing can help him in that sense. I'm sure maybe there's other ways, or the intra-arterial, I don't know, but just as far as chemo goes for that little boy, it seems to be, from what I read, is that he's immune to the drugs. I mean, reading that made me feel like gold was falling onto me, because just to know that my daughter responded well to that makes me feel like we're one step closer to the calm. So anyhow, right, so whatever's left is apparently inactive, and then there is no seed. So the systemic chemo that's directly to the eye has killed all of the seeding around. After that was said, we were told to wait 6 weeks until they put her to sleep again and check her eye once again. I mean, that's the first ounce of best news we've ever gotten since November of 2015. Just to know that she is so much closer to possibly being cancer-free is a good feeling. Even though, you know what, like, I personally, a lot of people, and I don't know if this might sound negative to other people, and you can feel how you want to feel, but in my situation and in my shoes, I look at it as just one step up from a very long staircase, because technically she's not cancer-free until we get those same results, for an entire year. So for every 6 weeks for a year, we need to get the same results for a year. And then they can say she's cancer-free, but technically she's not in the clear until nothing comes up for 3 years. And then after that, it's like regular every 6 months to a year checkup. Mentally, for me, it just breaks my heart that she and any other kid that has cancer, worse cancers in a sense, but then again, cancer is cancer. And just to look at your kid and you know, you, as a woman, you carried them for 9 months, and you did everything to make sure your body was good, was healthy or whatever, and something in their creation malfunctioned. That thought doesn't stop from crossing my mind. And it's not something negative, so please don't bring that to me. It's reality. Like, other than if you believe in God, I am the creator of this being. And my system had a part in her development. So it hurts that she had to have this malfunction in her blood makeup, and you know, and it's just rough, and it's hard to see a child go through this, whether it be mine or any other child's, because Lord knows, before I even know about my kid, I was bawling on Facebook reading other situations. So it doesn't sink in until it's your kid. And I honestly, like, I think what keeps me going, truthfully, is a kid's resilience, man. Holy man, is one thing that they don't know. Okay, it's one thing that they don't have no idea that they have cancer. And you know, to us, the word cancer is like it's almost like death to our ears. I get it, but to like think that they have no idea and everything is normal. Like, you can't see through one bloody eye and it doesn't make a difference. There's stories that I've read that kids you can't see, have gotten both of their eyes enucleated, which means taken out, and they're living their life. They're so content. They're so happy. So, anyways, that was a little bit of my letting out my frustration with the situation. But you know what? My daughter keeps me going, and it keeps me going for her, because Lord knows that if I don't know how, when I go to the hospital and I see parents with older children going through this, boy, I would be a wreck. Like, I don't know. Like, people like to say, oh, you're so strong, and I see these women and these dads, these mothers and these fathers dealing with their kids, and their kids know that they have cancer, so you're watching the depression in your own child, and then you're going through your own depression, but you gotta be strong for them. Sometimes the word strong is not even enough, and sometimes it means nothing. The fact is that you chose to be a parent. You chose to bring a life into this world. With that comes that responsibility, and that cargo, that load is yours, and yours to hold like this, like a glass ball that can never be broken. So it's not just strength, it's my job. It's my job. It's my entire entity's job, because I chose to do it. So what else would you expect? I mean, truthfully, like, sometimes when some people say you're so strong, and I don't want to offend nobody with that, because I mean, I would say to myself, I would say to other people, whatever the case may be, but at some point, sometimes I just stop using the word strong, because I don't feel strong. I just feel like I'm doing my job. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, right now, I don't have time to cry. I need to change her diaper. Right now, I don't have time. I need to take her to an appointment. I need to show her that she's happy, and that we're just going to poke your eye once or twice. And I'm going through the motions of being a parent. And I think that at some point, strength has nothing to do with it. Because, to be quite honest, this is the exterior. But what's inside is a pile of mush, to be quite honest. Like, no matter what, no matter how positive you can think, that's my reality. And maybe I sound really morbid, but I'm happy otherwise. I love to see her grow. She's doing well. She's so strong. Like I said, the next steps are going to see what these results are on December 1st. I'm making this video on December 14th, or technically maybe 15th. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. You guys want to keep seeing updates, please let me know, because I'm going to start up my channel again. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient, and that's it. Thank you.